Howdy, howdy, folks. It is DIECAST Buffet here again. Welcome back to another NASCAR Authentics Wave review. So, Wave 10 literally just dropped, and I am like, I'm telling you, man, I am like stoked, right? I was sitting there, I was eating my taquitos, right? I was eating my taquitos, drinking some coffee, I just slept in like 10 hours on an off day, and I freaking looked and checked my YouTube feed, and then boom, Wave 10. I mean, out of nowhere. Usually they upload these on Wednesdays. No, it was actually dropped on a Thursday. So, I mean, absolutely probably the best thing I could wake up to at 4 p.m. after sleeping in once again. So, let's go ahead and get this Wave review underway. So, the first car we're going to be talking about is Corey LaJoie's number 32 Corvette Parts Ford Mustang. Now, this paint scheme, like many in this wave, if you're a Darlington throwback fan, this is the wave for you. But this is a throwback to, I believe, Dale Jarrett's, Nestle Crunch car, I think, from the 90s. I think that's what it's from. But yeah, it's actually a super cool paint scheme. It's got the chrome wheels on it, which I think is the first release in 2019 to have the chrome wheels. So I'm stoked for it, guys. I'm stoked. Absolutely a must-get, in my opinion. Next up, we have Jimmie Johnson's 2019 Darlington throwback. This is a throwback to his off-road days back in the 90s. The Ally Darlington throwback, bright fluorescent orange, deep purple, and the white. Just looks great. So this is absolutely, if you're a Johnson fan, you got to get it, man. You got to get it. Next up, we have Chase Elliott's 2019 Darlington throwback. Now, I've actually already reviewed this diecast. I'll have a link in the description below, but it's a very cool paint scheme. It's actually a really cool paint scheme. It's retro. It kind of has that like 70s, 80s NASCAR feel. It's not the most brightest and flashy paint scheme like the Johnson or the William Byron Darlington throwback from this year. It's absolutely still a good throwback to get. And then next up, boom, our second exclusive of the wave. You have the Corey LaJoie, which is exclusive. You have the Joey Logano joint right here. Now, this paint scheme, it upsetted a lot of people when it was canceled, but I gotta admit, man, having his Darlington throwback from last year and comparing it to this year, I loved last year's paint scheme more, but it's just the mold, man. The Ford Mustang mold, the black splitter, the yellow spoiler. I mean, let me tell you, man, I actually have a Kevin Harvick diecast from 2007 when Shell and Pennzoil went to Victory Lane next to the Harley J. Earl. It was just amazing, man. And this is a paint scheme that, once again, was canceled in the 164 line. So if you want to get this paint scheme, this is the only way you're going to be able to get it is in Wave 10 in the NASCAR Authentics 164 line. I can't wait, man. This is right here. This is a rock-solid paint scheme, man. I mean, you got to get it, man. You got to get it if you're a Penske guy, a Ford guy. Even if you're a Kevin Harvick guy, it might be a funny joke to get it. Next up, we have Alex Bowman's 2019 Darlington throwback. It's Axalta is the main sponsor. I gotta admit, man, this might be one of the I wouldn't say worst, but one of the most plain throwbacks I've ever seen. Now, I understand what they're throwing it back to. They're throwing it back to the late great Tim Richmond, right? But this is my problem with it, is that this paint scheme is based off the Folgers car, right? The Folgers car. That car had a bold, blocky font for lettering of the sponsor. Look at the Axalta lettering. It's completely all modern and sharp angled and stuff. I don't like that. Look, if you're going to do a throwback, you have to go all out. And Axalta, they're nitpicky about their brand logo not being changed. So you have modern brand logo. You have the modern 88. Keep in mind, on the original car, it had a much more retro number font. They didn't even bother to change it. So in my opinion, this is a huge missed opportunity by Hendrick Motorsports, by Axalta. I mean, they could have made one of the best looking throwbacks if they would have made the bold 88 fonts and made the bold lettering font for Axalta similar to the Folgers font. Not exactly, but similar to it. They didn't do it, and in my opinion, this is one of the, I would say this is one of the least favorite Darlington throwbacks in my opinion. No disrespect to the driver. I'm a big Alex Bowman fan, but I just think this is a missed opportunity. Had to get that off my chest. Next up, we have Michael Annett. This is the second Michael Annett diecast in the Authentics line for 2019, by the way. Baby Ruth Chevrolet Camaro. Now, this is a throwback to Jeff Gordon and his good old Busch Series days way back when he drove the Baby Ruth car. And if I remember correctly, that was actually a Ford. So for those who say Jeff Gordon never drove anything besides a bow tie, You are wrong. Even Dale Jr. once drove a Ford. Heck, Dale Sr., he drove a Dodge, a Ford, a Pontiac. I mean, no driver has only driven one manufacturer and had a lengthy career. I mean, Richard Petty drove just about every manufacturer out there. If you go back to the Plymouth days when they had the debacle about the Superbirds and not wanting to put a nose cone on there, he had to switch manufacturers around, you know. It's just part of NASCAR. So this is a really cool throwback if you're a Jeff Gordon guy, if you're a JRM guy, or if you're just a Michael Annett fan. This is I would consider it's an oddity, but this is not an exclusive diecast. You can get this in the 164 Gold Series. And I want to go back to the Alex Bowman real quick. That is a exclusive as well. Moving on to the next one. Holy cow, man. This right here, this one, this might just take the cake. It is Ross Chastain's 2019 Kansas race winner. Oh my God, man. I want to clap so loud, but I don't want to destroy your ears. Like, I am so excited for this diecast, man. Now, I've been wanting a Ross Chastain truck. I've been hoping, man. I've been hoping with the voice crack and all that they were going to release this. And by golly, Wave 10 2019, it finally hit. Now, this, believe it or not, guys, this truck was made, once again, before the Kyle Busch 200th win in the 164 scale in the Authentics line and the Denny Hamlin Daytona 500 in the 164 scale Authentics line. So that's two big name wins this year that were made after this truck. You know, there's a possibility we might not get a Denny Hamlin Daytona 500 race winning car in the Authentics line this year, which is, in my opinion, that's stupid. I feel like that should be the first race to win diecast of the year should be the 500 one. That's just me. But this truck, man, you got the white paint scheme, you got the green spoiler, green numbers. Oh my God, man, you got the white wheels on it. God, man, this is already my favorite truck, and I haven't even got it yet. I'm just so excited for this. This right here is one of the best raced versions of the year. I mean, it's coated completely in blue confetti. Beautiful truck. Absolutely. If you're a Ross Chastain, if you're a Truck Series guy, you got to get it, man. You got to get this diecast. Next up, this one's kind of a special one. It's more like a promo diecast rather than an official. This is the, 9/11 Memorial tribute paint scheme. I guess they sell these at the actual, like the memorial up there in New York. I guess they have like a gift area where you could buy things to commemorate those who lost. But, you know, I have a little bit of a different opinion about this. I feel like this is a great promo diecast. I really do. I feel like this would be a great diecast to have, like, if you want to donate to certain causes that were about the tragic events of that day. I feel like this would be a great promo to have. As an Authentics release, I'm a little puzzled here, guys, because they're releasing it in December. I feel like this should have been released in September. That's just my personal opinion. If you're into the promo diecast, the special ones, you know, like you have, like, for years you had the Christmas cars, you had the Sam Bass cars, you had so many different tribute paint schemes. If you like collecting those, this is a great ad. Personally, I will not be getting this because I don't collect promos, special ones. I collect cars that were actually on the track. But I will say, though, this car is absolutely super similar to, Kyle Busch's paint scheme he ran like 8 years ago. I think, don't quote me on that, but for what it is, it's actually a really cool car. Like, it really is. You know, it's patriotic. I wish they would have done something with the wheels, though. I wish they would have done, like, red wheels or something just to kind of give it a little bit more pizzazz. Maybe even chrome wheels, you know? That would look really cool. It is on a Camaro, so I love that. But, yeah, definitely. This is a cool piece if you're into the oddity cars, you know, the promos, the exclusive, you know, special edition ones. Like, to me, I'm not a fan of liquid color diecast, but there's a huge market for it. There's a lot of people who really want this car, and hey, it's going to be here in Wave 10. Pick it up, guys. And this right here is my favorite diecast of the Wave, and one of my favorite releases in 2019. It is Aric Almirola's Smithfield throwback to my man Tony Stewart's 2002 Winston Cup Championship. Now, I've said it once, I'll say it again. The 2002 Pontiacs, oh my God, are the best looking stock car ever. I don't care who you are. I loved it. The 2002 Pontiac is the best looking stock car I've ever seen, and I will never change that opinion, most likely. Beautiful car. I have this 2002 primary. This is commemorating his championship win that year. for Joe Gibbs Racing, and you can kind of notice on the side it actually has a little bit of a decal for JD Gibbs, which I think is really cool that they allowed them to put that on there, and Stewart wanted that, so that's really cool. But Stewart Haas Racing had 3 of these cars. He had one for his 05 championship and his 2011 championship. The 05 car looked terrible because the way they designed the decal, like, it was just basically orange with like a thin font, and it looked terrible. The 2011 car, like the hood of it, instead of it making the hood of it look a lot more similar to the Office Depot logo, they just basically put a very thin outlining of Rush Truck Centers, and in my opinion, it looked terrible. So, out of the 3, this is easily the best one, and this is my favorite throwback of the year. This is my favorite one. This is one of my favorite throwbacks of all time. I mean, this is a beautiful paint scheme. They hit it out of the park, and they didn't even need to put the square logo on the hood. Just put the Smithfield logo. Beautiful. I cannot wait to get this die-cast. Like, it's got the hood for it. Oh my god, so much nostalgia here, man. So much nostalgia. This right here is the hot ticket item, man. You could tell me I could have every other die-cast in this wave, or I could have every other die-cast from the last 3 waves, or I could have this single Aric Almirola car, and I would tell you right now, I would tell you tomorrow and the day before, I want this car. I would take this car over 30 other Authentics releases. I don't care. This is the car I have wanted all year long. As soon as I seen they announce it, I have been chomping at the bit to get this. I did not get it custom made because I knew it was going to be an Authentics. Sure enough, boom, here it is. And of course, you got the liquid color, which I'm not gonna lie, man. It actually looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really cool. The burnt orange. They actually made a Tony Stewart liquid color back in 08 when he drove for Joe Gibbs Racing's Toyota program. But they actually made a COT liquid color variant. I think it was a 2-car pack. Like, you had normal 08 primary, and then you had the 08 primary with the liquid color. So this is something they've kind of done before with the Tony Stewart orange. But yeah, no question, this is a beautiful die-cast, man. Whoa. And that is it for Wave 10 of 2019. So you got a whole bunch of exclusives. Got so many Darlington throwbacks. This is the wave to get, guys. This is a wave to get. Wave 4, in my opinion, would probably still be the top one. Wave 8 was really good. Wave 10, holy cow, man. It's the Darlington throwback wave. It's what we've been wanting all year long. Lionel Racing dropped it without any hype either. So if you want these die-casts, once again, most of these are going to be available in the Lionel Racing store if you're quick enough to get it. But all these die-casts will eventually be coming to the retailers near you, but it could be a very long time. More likely than not, these cars are probably not even going to be in the retailers in 2019. So take that for what you will. Thank y'all so much for watching the video, guys. I mean, I'm super stoked, man. I am so excited. Easily the cars I'm getting Corey LaJoie's car. I'm getting Joey Logano's. I'm getting Alex Bowman's. I'm getting Michael Annett's, Ross Chastain, and I'm going to get Aric Almirola's. Now, I already reviewed the Chase Elliott joint. I'll have that in the description below. I want to get the Johnson in the Authentics line, but I might be getting it for Christmas in the Gold Series. I'm not going to confirm that. I'm going to pass on the 911 Memorial car because I don't collect those special paint schemes. You know, no disrespect at all. I just don't collect those. And yeah, so basically, just about every die-cast in this wave I want to get. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great one, folks. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss any of my new content, guys. Hope you're having a great one. And also, stay tuned for tomorrow for a Kyle Larson review. Hope you're having a great one, folks. DIECAST Buffet, signing off.